Hello and welcome to the HBO TV shows quiz, one of the great cable networks in America who produce some of your favourite shows and some of my favourite shows over the years. We've got 30 questions. How many of them will you get right? Let's start with question one, always the best place to start. What is the name of Tony's therapist in The Sopranos, one of the great shows from HBO? The answer is, of course, Dr. Jennifer Melfi. I say, of course, that's actually quite a hard one to get started with, but here we are. We're on to question two. Which city is The Wire set in? A gritty show that launched the career of some very big names indeed, but which city in America was it set? It's, of course, Baltimore. I say, of course, but maybe you didn't know that. Well, let's move on to question three. In 6 Feet Under, what business does the Fisher family run? I'll give you a clue. It's in Los Angeles. I'm not sure that's a clue at all, but the answer is a funeral home, hence 6 Feet Under. It's a play on words. Very clever indeed. Question four. In Deadwood, what is the name of the saloon run by Al Swearingen? Swearingen? Well, it's the Gem Saloon, whatever his name is. Okay, we're on to question 5 of 30. Who does Brian Cox play in Succession? Succession, which is created by Jesse Armstrong, who co-created one of my favourite shows of all time, Peep Show. But the answer to this question is Logan Roy. Brian Cox played Logan Roy, the patriarch of the family. Question 6. In Big Little Lies, this is hard. What school do all the children attend? I think that's possibly the hardest question of all of them. Not sure I would easily have got this one. If you got Otter Bay Elementary, you really do know your Big Little Lies, and congratulations. Question 7. Who kills the Night King in Game of Thrones? A huge fantasy hit, which has spawned, of course, a prequel, House of the Dragon. Answer is Arya Stark. She killed the Night King. Question 8. In Mayor of Easttown, what is Mayor's full-time job? I don't know why it says full-time. What's her job? I mean, that's basically the same thing. What is it? What's her job in the show? She is a police detective. It's Kate Winslet who plays Mayor. It's a fantastic show. Brilliant performance from Winslet, as always. Who does Zendaya play in Euphoria? Do you know that? If you do, shout it out now. Write it down, however you're playing the quiz. It's Rue Bennett. Well done if you got that. So we move on to question 10. In The Leftovers, very good show which not enough people have seen, what percent of the world's population disappears? The answer is not 1, not 3, it's 2. 2% of the population just gone into thin air. Stories about what happened next. Question 11. Where was the White Lotus season 1 set? Not season 2, season 1, not season 3, season 1. It's Hawaii. It's Maui Four Seasons, in fact, to be precise, which posed as the White Lotus. Question 12. What's John Oliver's long-running satirical TV show on HBO called? Do you know that? If you said Last Week Tonight, you'd be correct. It's Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, in fact. Question 13. What show stars Danny McBride as a former baseball player? Now, Danny McBride is also in Vice Principals and The Righteous Gemstones, co-created all of those. But the answer to this one is Eastbound and Down, which I urge you to go and watch if you like the comedy of Danny McBride. Question 14. In Curb Your Enthusiasm, what's the name of Larry David's long-suffering agent? I mean, I think everyone's long-suffering in Curb. And the answer is Jeff Green. So well done. You got that? Question 15. We're halfway there. We're living on a prayer. In Barry, what city is Barry originally from? Not where is Barry set, but where is he originally from? It is mentioned quite a few times. He's from Cleveland. So that was a tricky one. If I'm honest with you, that was one of the harder ones. Question 16. Who did Matthew McConaughey play? That's quite hard to say. In True Detective, in the first series of True Detective, which kind of set the anthology on fire and it carried on going. He was, of course, Rust Cole, or Rustin Spencer Cole, to those who like to be more formal. Question 17, in the comedy musical In Flight of the Conchords, what country are Brett and Jermaine from? You probably know this, don't you? It's New Zealand. Yeah, great show, Flight of the Conchords, very funny. Very funny indeed. Question 18, in Treme, what event are the characters recovering from? What major event are the characters still recovering from in Treme? It is, of course, Hurricane Katrina. The show is set in New Orleans. Question 19. In Veep, what's the name of Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character? Now, if you've seen Veep, that's easy, but they're only easy if you know them. As they said on a show, I can't remember, was that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Maybe. It's Selena Meyer. It was easy if you knew it. It's question 20 now. What HBO, you see the theme here, series dramatises the Los Angeles Lakers dynasty of the 1980s. TV show about the LA Lakers in the 80s is called Winning Time, the rise of the Lakers dynasty. So you could have possibly worked that out even if you didn't know, but it's fine if you didn't. What year, now this, I hate what year ones, but what year did The Sopranos first premiere on HBO? Is it one of the best shows of the 2000s? No, it's not, because it's in 1999, and we can never put it in those lists of the best shows of the 2000s, even though most of it was in the 2000s, which is annoying. Question 22. Which character in Sex and the City is a lawyer? Which character is a lawyer? Sex and the City fans will know it's Miranda Hobbs. She's a lawyer, and I'm sure a very good one. Question 23. Which HBO miniseries features Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant as a wealthy Manhattan couple? And I can tell you, it doesn't end well. I mean, the show ends well, it's got a good ending, but their marriage doesn't end well. It's called The Undoing. Question 24. Which real-life murderer case is dramatised in The Staircase? Don't know if you remember this. Also, several true crime documentaries around the Michael Peterson case. But that's what it's about. Question 25. What is sci-fi? What? Sci-fi is about an android theme park malfunctioning. It's Westworld. Yeah, it's Westworld. Question 26. Who played the mob boss? Tony Soprano himself. We've had one Soprano question, but it's so good, we're going to have another one. And he's the star of the show, so he deserves to be mentioned, of course. Who could ever forget the late, great James Gandolfini? An absolutely brilliant performance. Question 27. In Chernobyl, fantastic limited series, who plays the lead scientist, Valery Legasov? If you've watched Chernobyl, you'll know it's Jared Harris. And if you guessed Jared Harris, that was a very good guess. So he deserved 2 points, probably. Okay, curveball for you. But you should know this. If you're doing a quiz about HBO, you should know what HBO stands for. If you don't, now you do. It's Home Box Office. HBO, get it? Yeah, I think it even says it on the screen. So if you haven't read that, that's not great. In Silicon Valley, what's the name of the central start-up company? What's the name of the company at the centre of comedy Silicon Valley? It's Pied Piper, and they've of course got their famous middle algorithm. And finally, question 30, which 2023 HBO drama starred Lily Rose Depp as a model and a singer? This show received quite a lot of criticism. Wasn't that well received. It was called The Idol. So, right, you've had 30 questions. What did you score? Let us know in the comments below. See ya.